Day 8, Channeling with Source. Welcome. Welcome to this day, this evening, this afternoon, this night. And just breathe to really center yourself, align yourself, expand your awareness deep into the earth, center of the earth. Connect to the universe, the I am source. And imagine that the energy from the earth and the energy from the universe meet in your heart and create a sphere of light. And with every breath you take, that sphere of light expands until your whole body's in it. And just float in that sphere of light, that sea of energy, the invisible world meeting the visible world in a dance of co-creation where you are at the center. And allow yourself to be at the center. To be at the center not in a megalomaniac way, but in a wise way of knowing that you are the center of your world. And in that respect, you find the power, the wise power of your being by allowing yourself to be in the center of your world and to realize that everything is energy. As you sink deeper into the invisible energy which is in your sphere of light, merge with it, fully merge with it, and feel that sense of losing the definitions of your body, the labels of your identification, and expand beyond into the multidimensional aspects of who you are, including all the parts of this level of being, all the energy imprinted in your DNA, your blueprint, and expand into the universe, into the other levels of who you are, the other expressions of self. You don't need to understand with your logical mind. Open your heart and allow your heart to take you on a journey. Really feel that sense of expansion. So some will be asking, but what is this? Is this really part of me? And if it's part of me, then who am I? And that's a very, very valid question. That's what we've shared with you for the last few days. You are so much more than who you think you are. And specifically when we merge into the world of energy, which is who you are at the level of your essence, of your soul, of your higher self, and ultimately source. Energy changes everything, for energy doesn't follow the laws of matter. And you might know some of the basics of quantum physics. Everything is either a a particle of existence or a wave of potentiality. This is one of the major difference. Hence the field of infinite probabilities and the concept of timelines. When you start working with energy, you do not talk about the future in a linear way. For linear is only a consequence of density. The matter, the density that you are, appears to live in a linear way. When you work with energy, you're in the field of everything is happening at the same time. Everything is a probability. That's where the expression, where your focus goes, the energy flows, completely summarizes the essence of the collapsing the wave function. As you focus on a certain wave of potentiality and you see it as done, you actually create the process of creation whereby that potentiality is then created as a particle of existence. That is the power that every human being has. Literally the power to create worlds. And that's what we started with on day one. You are one. You are a creator. And your first act of creation in this embodiment was creating your incarnation in this body. Just to repeat what we said, as you wanted to experience yourself as an individual, you chose on the level that you're not aware of now, you do not remember, because you chose to live in separation, to find your way home. And home is not a place. Home is a statelessness, is beyond time, space, is beyond states even. Home is source. Home is the essence, the nature of your being. Timeless, eternal. So to answer the question, who am I? Or what does it mean about me? All of this. It means that as you expand your awareness of seeing yourself as the center of your world, not with arrogance through the filters of the ego, but with wisdom through the filters of the heart and the quantum being that you are. As you become the witness, embody the quantum aspect of you, it actually means that you are all that is. You are one. And everything is possible. Everything is a potentiality. Yet you were designed, as we explained the last 7 days, with very specific ways, and a body which is the prism through which you experience life. But everything is there. Awareness is there. Imagination is there. Choosing your thoughts is there. The fuel, your emotions are there. Your multidimensionality is there. But maybe we shouldn't say but, and there is no instruction mode. For a reason, you are meant to find it within yourself. Follow your sacred path and see what works for you. and experience the valleys and the peaks of life with excitement, knowing that it's all happening for a reason and you are actually expanding into the multidimensionality of who you are, all the parts. Yes, but some of the experiences on this planet are very tough. Some people are abused. Some people are tortured. There is still war. Some people lose their loved ones too early. Some people are sick. That's a very important question. And there will not be a single answer to this one. For if we told you what we know and how we perceive it from our perception, most of you would not be able to understand it through the logic of your brain, the apparatus of your body. To this, we cannot give you one single answer which will satisfy everybody. We invite you to go into your heart. Some people are abused. Everything that you said is a terrible tragedy. Of course, from the level of your body and this incarnation, everything which happens to hurt, to wound, to kill, to manipulate, to use power over others, all of this is absolutely tragic, and we do not condone it in any way. Yet, this is a polarity, duality world, and nothing that exists is either one side or the other side. Everything is energy and happens at a specific point on the spectrum of light, of love or war, or compassion, abuse, and its opposite. Some people, younger souls, find this planet so intense that they lose themselves totally. They do not feel that deep connection to love and compassion, yet that's who they are, because they are source. So indeed, some of the things that happen are beyond understanding from a logical level of what the brain can conclude. But as we said, we invite you to see all of this from the heart. We'll conclude with an experience that Nadej had. She went to a Reiki drum session from a friend, Rona. And in that specific part, Rona suggested that they should focus on love. And Nadej really felt excited because love, she thought, yeah, she's good. She can feel it. She knows it. So she lied down and started her journey. And she saw war. And she didn't understand. As she had picked a card from Kuan Yin, she called on Kuan Yin and asked, why? I'm focusing on love here. I want to experience love. And I'm seeing war. And Kuan Yin, with all the wisdom of the universe, looked at her and said, my dear, love is easy to feel when you're with your loved ones, you're in your life, when everything is fine. What about these areas of your planet who are at war? You have reached a level where you are ready to expand now and find love in the most obscure parts of the planet. And it was for Nadezha an incredible lesson in humility. After that, she had a video of the people who hurt her in her life. And Kuan Yin again came and said, "Forgive them, for they didn't know what they were doing." That's when Nadezh understood that she could open up to love to a level that is beyond what the rational brain can encapsulate, and she dropped into her heart. And then the third part was even more challenging for her, as she was shown herself in her life in all the ways she had kept herself small. She had criticized herself. She had hated herself. She had sabotaged herself. And then Kuan Yin said, "Forgive yourself because you didn't know what you were doing." And this was an incredible, deep, deep opening for her that day. She still remembers it as if she had lived it in the real world. It was so potent, so vivid, and it changed her forever. So we hope that this gives you an indirect answer to these questions, which are so deep that you really have to go and find your answer in the depth of your heart. Well done. You are doing so well from our perspective, and this will be all for today. Dear ones, we love you beyond words, beyond worlds. Namaste.